Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Amberlynn Read. I just got back from the gym, so this is what it is. She is back. She's been gone for a week. She returns with nothing but excuses and no explanation, other than her mentals, which, bullshit. So, there we go. Alright, I've already sped her up to time and a quarter. I have already watched this, and I know I've been doing the dark anthropology thing. It's gonna start getting a little repetitive, and I apologize. But before we get into the video, keep in mind, um, she's really working her manipulation here with the whole my mentals, which is basically what she does this entire video. She's also starting to gain weight. I know, spoilers, but this isn't something we weren't expecting, I guess. No one should be surprised. So she's starting to gain back the weight she lost. And she's also starting to do... She dips her toe back into feederism again. So we'll see. And that's pretty much all I've got here. I have noticed that in her absence, she has been blowing up her TikTok. And I made a couple shorts about it, where she's very, very much trying to accumulate a younger audience who is unaware of her background on TikTok. There are other words I could use, but I think I'll get struck. So we'll just stick with those. So, yeah, her TikTok is very... It's not even cringy. It's just kind of terrifying because... As an adult person who knows Amber's background, I know what's going on with her thirst traps and her weird, what was it? When you've finally gotten over your favorite person or something like that. Still leaning into the BPD fake diagnosis. I'm sorry, I'm going to call it until she shows me evidence otherwise. And the thing that really makes her TikToks more terrifying than cringy, because they are kind of cringy, but that's TikTok. TikTok's just cringy. But what makes them more terrifying than just cringe is that she has a lot of people in her comment section who are, how to put this delicately, saying that they have the same issues she has, that they can relate, telling her that it's not her fault, that basically slay queen, slay. It's just very, this is why the AI is going to win kind of a moment. So I see a couple people, I see some of you that comment on my videos in there as well, kind of trying to point things out, but I don't know if it's even worth it, to be perfectly honest, because TikTok has the memory of a goldfish. And I mean, if Amber didn't post so frequently over there, she wouldn't have a following at all. Amber's a 33-year-old shut-in who has a really bad history of not being very nice to her exes. And she's definitely on there trying to find somebody who will take pity on her. And that's my personal opinion on the matter, just as an outside observer. So there you have it. I know there's been some ideas floating around as to why our queen has not been here lately, and somebody said her account got struck, and I'm thinking that originated from Karina. Is it Karina? No. Yeah, it's Karina, isn't it? Karina Kaboom? Yeah. But I don't think it did. I don't know why her account would have gotten struck. She really hasn't done anything strikeable. So I know people say she's got like clickbait titles and that kind of stuff, but it's not, there's nothing on her account that's any different than anyone else's, and none of it really seems to violate TOS, so I don't know why she would get struck. Oh, if you guys, this should go up tonight, hopefully. If you guys are hanging around for Tuesday, which would be tomorrow, around 7:30, I'm going to go live, and we can discuss live if you guys would like. And I will find some little videos to watch and that kind of stuff. So let's dive into this. I have sped her up to time and a quarter because I always do. And let's So she seems particularly animated. She's not. Let's see. Oh, before we get too far into it, thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my members. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to everybody who will hit the thumbs up button. And if you've already made it through this 5 minutes of pain, that is my intro. You may as well hit the subscribe button because obviously you're into that. Sorry.
Hello, January 16th. Welcome to a new vlog. I personally don't understand how it's already the 16th.
Well, you see, the sun itself is stationary, and the planet rotates around the sun. But as the planet goes around the sun, it also rotates on its own axis, and that gives the perception of a day-night cycle. And since we as humans like to keep track of things, we've decided to differentiate between dark time and light time, and we've named them such, and have decided that every revolution that goes from dark to light and then dark again is the transition of a single day. Now, we have put several of those days together, mushed them all together, and decided that a series of those become a week, and weeks will add up into months. And we measure our months by the moon, so we do have a solar lunar calendar. I know it can get a little confusing, but we've also numbered those days off of very different calendars, but the calendar we're using right now has decided that this date upon which you were recording would have been January 16th.
It's just like literally flying by. Speaking of flying, why did I throw butter out the window? I'll give you guys a second.
She doesn't even tell the joke right.
Because I wanted to see butterfly. Literally
It is the stupidest joke ever because you told it wrong. Like,
stupidest joke ever. Okay, so let's get into this weigh-in. By the way, I was super snacky last night, so I am not expecting a loss. So just a warning.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to flirt with the ceiling. It's just the corner of the ceiling, though. This is a lovely corner. Oh, I just had a whole bunch of thoughts I need to stop having. Give me dirty thoughts, dirty ceiling.
It's ready.
Okay, stepping on.
507.0 pounds.
Oh, 507.0.
It's been so long, I forget what her last weigh-in was.
I have a loss. Okay, I'll take that. If you guys hear chomping and chewing in the background, Twinkie's eating her breakfast, but I was 507.0.
Is that what that is?
7.0, which I'm so happy about. This is a perfect example of how yesterday was a gray area, because it's like I told myself several times to stop snacking, and several times I listened to myself, but there was a couple times where I was like, let me just have one more little snack. I have thought of making my gray area like a cloud, like a little cloud, because clouds are gray. Well, sometimes they are, but maybe I'll start that in February. So I'm just gonna put that I had an
God forbid we start it today.
off day yesterday, even though I don't fully believe that.
See, okay. Not that she listens to anything I say. This is why the other person told you to use a scale, a number scale, like a 1 to 10 or a 1 to 5 scale, so that you would have a middle number upon which you could base your gray days on. But there you have it. No, we couldn't possibly do that. That would make far too much sense.
I was a little snacky. I gave in a little here and there, but it was nothing like crazy or intense. But I was expecting to like stay the same or gain a couple ounces. So maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. So I'm currently in the other unit and I'm doing my laundry, and you guys, carrying my laundry in this, it gets really heavy, especially when it's wet. So I put it on top of my suitcase. Literally game changer.
You are the most brilliant person on the planet. No one else has ever considered or thought to do anything similar to what you just did. You deserve a Nobel Peace Prize for this. It will revolutionize the way we do our laundry from here on forward. Thank you, Amberlynn Reed. You have saved the earth.
I'm actually currently just waiting because I thought my clothes were done drying, but they still had 15 minutes. So I'm gonna wait a good like 10, and then I'll.
Is this the first time we're actually seeing her face in this video? Okay, so this is the first time we get to see her. Her eyes are looking super sunken. No, she doesn't. Does she have makeup on? No. If she does, she doesn't have on her eyes done. Her eyes aren't did yet. She doesn't look good. But she says she doesn't feel good later on, so. And I believe her, but I just don't care.
I'll be done. I just wanted to show you that life hack if you have to go into a different unit to, do your clothes, or if you have to go to like a laundry room that's like in your apartment complex. Put that shit on top of a suitcase.
Ah, thank God she demonstrated what she was talking about, because otherwise I would never have been able to figure it out that it is supposed to be stacked in such a way.
So here it is, and then I just push it. It's literally the best invention, I know. Okay, guys, so it is the next day.
Is it? Are you sure? That side eye doesn't have me very convinced.
My mom's pipes actually froze, so she had to come over here, shower. It's the middle of the day. I haven't even done my weigh-in yet. I've been awake for literally hours and hours and hours and hours. I hate weighing myself in the middle of the day.
So whose fault is that? Your mother's pipes froze. You've been awake for hours. Your mom came over to take a shower. Whose fault is it that you didn't weigh yourself? I know you're trying to kind of like sideways blame your mom, which is interesting because it hasn't even been a year yet and we're already subtly throwing mom under the bus. However, if you've been awake for hours, it doesn't take that long to shower. My guess is you could have weighed yourself before your mom came over. Putting it out there.
Because your weight fluctuates hardcore, especially after you've ate. It is what it is, but let's go do the weigh-in.
I think your weight will only fluctuate about 3 pounds because I think, well, okay. The average person, apparently, according to studies I have seen on the internet, so there's that as well, says that after you've consumed about 3 pounds of food, you will stop eating in that eating session, basically. So doesn't mean you won't go back and eat more, or that you can force yourself to overeat. But usually, if you weigh yourself, apparently, you will, on average, only fluctuate about 3 pounds. So, useless facts from the internet.
Okay, so just for continuity.
Continuity. There we go. There's my bright and happy ceiling. How are you, ceiling? How are you? We even get the light. We get the on light. We get to be blinded and stare at your beautiful glass light. I've missed you. It's been a week. I've missed you.
I'm gonna say the date, January 17th. I can't believe I've weighed in.
17th would have been when she was supposed to plant. Yes, she was going to plant a video. The 17th should have been her next video, and she did not post. So now she had said in the video from the 15th that got posted on the 15th that she was caught up in real time. So she should only have, and this might be why she didn't post, because she only had 2 days to put together ooh, this one's 18 minutes. Ooh. Put together like her average 13-minute video. Amber just doesn't do enough in a day. And again, as I continue to harp about things, she doesn't have like a format for her videos. So it's not even something like, I wake up, I show you my breakfast, we have a quick chit chat, I'll show you my outfit of the day, I'll do a get ready with me segment, I gotta walk the dog, now it's time for lunch, she doesn't even have that kind of a format, so she can't even fill empty time. She can't even do B-roll, basically. If she would do that, then she could easily make a 13-minute video out of 2 days worth of content, but Amber does not even the bare minimum, and we'll continue to watch. So, I will complain about it, though.
Daily for 17 days. Like, that's crazy.
Hello.
Gold star.
It's ready.
All right, stepping on.
508.8 pounds.
508.8. Your girl is not surprised with that.
With that. Usually, she gives us some kind of excuse before she weighs herself as to why her weight might potentially go up, but apparently we get the excuses after the fact this time. I am also of the opinion that she at least weighs herself before she films it, because she never sounds genuine when she's reacting to her weight. I don't care if she is. That doesn't bother me at all. I honestly don't care. She's not going to show us the scale anyway. So why are we even here? Other than, my new beau, the ceiling. But she could just lie. I mean, she's probably lying anyway, but my point is like, she could just make up a number and tell us that's her weight. That's how effectual. No. That would be like. Anyway, my point is, this is stupid. My point is this is stupid. This doesn't mean anything. This could be a voiceover for all we know, kind of a situation.
Okay, so 508.8.
Hey, look, she's roughly the same weight as she was Wednesday of last week. Hey! Nope, sorry, that was my dyslexia. Never mind. Never mind.
Makes me very sad to see it, but yesterday I was not on track, so that...
What pin is she using? Because it seems to be a really nice pin. It seems to write really well.
explains that. Plus, weighing myself at such a weird time of day, but no excuses. I still had an off-track day. Y'all, I have some amazing news. They fixed my dryer. A guy came today and fixed it. There was like a massive indent on the outside. So when this would be running, it would sound crazy. So he fixed it. I'm so happy I get to finally do my clothes in my apartment.
How did he fix it? How did he fix it? Did he like replace the panel? Did he hammer it out? Did he use one of those like remove a dent suction cup things? Like, is it a brand new unit? Cool.
Okay, you guys, so I surprised my mom with a little something something. So if you remember this clip from my last vlog, or a couple of vlogs ago, my mom got this 365 days of words to inspire, but it is a 2022 calendar, which is totally fine. Well, I got her the actual 2024 one, and I know she's gonna be so happy and excited for it, so I'm excited to give it to her.
It is actually kind of cute. I mean, I guess since you threw her under the bus for why you couldn't weigh yourself that one day, you should at least, give her a gift to make up for that.
Okay, guys, so I have started the roses Lego. As you can see here, I've already made 8 roses. But as you guys know, Lego is super expensive, and it's a hobby that I've been doing a lot of lately.
Lego is very expensive.
I've been doing it for literally years, but
literally,
I've just become kind of fixated on it again. So something else that I really enjoy doing is diamond painting. So
I'm relatively fascinated with diamond painting. I am a sucker for shiny things, and it also kind of reminds me of cross stitch. I used to do cross stitch quite a bit. My grandmother was like, I'm not joking, she was an award-winning cross stitcher. Anyway, so I used to cross stitch with my grandmother's my point. So this kind of reminds me of that because it looks like a cross stitch pattern, and also it'll be sparkly. Maybe I'll get myself. I'm having a rough day today, you guys. I'm barely not functioning well today. Anyway, maybe I'll get myself a little one. I don't know if I'd share it with you guys, but I'm interested. I do like the diamond paintings. I think some of them are really pretty. And for somebody who likes Legos, it's probably very similar, experience, I guess, except you don't have a really neat 3-dimensional object to hold in your hands afterwards.
I actually got this from Amazon. I do like Pokemon. It is a thing. I think they're adorable. So I got this Pokemon diamond painting, and I'm excited to give it a go. And no, diamond painting is not as fun as Legos, but it's definitely a cheaper hobby.
The next day. Man, I remember when those things... weren't cheap, though. I remember when they were... Maybe they were never like $300 or more, but I remember when they were like $50, $60 for one of the kits.
Hello, it's January 18th.
Hello, Ceiling. How are you? Ooh, you got 2 lights on for me today.
Okay, stepping on.
I will never stop.
512.2 pounds.
512.2.
No, it's 0.2 pounds.
Oh, God. I could cry, but...
Why wouldn't you? You cry any other time. You're gonna cry later. Why not? What's stopping you this time?
I'm not going to. This actually breaks my heart. So yesterday was the worst day food-wise that I have had the whole January. What you guys are seeing is a lot of hot Cheeto and Reese's, a lot of salt, ramen, just like literally yesterday was so bad. I can't even put it into terms.
It would be words, but okay. I have decided to give up sugar for a while because I'm insane, and So I went through my house Saturday and gathered up all of the things that are sweets, basically. I'm not like gonna go whole hog like uh Beatrice Caruso did and like no added sugar whatsoever. I'm just not going to buy sweets and I'm not going to add sugar to things, which unfortunately also means my like creamer. So I've made myself some unsweetened cocoa, which is actually pretty good. It's not bad at all. Um but my point is, since I decided that I'm not going to eat sugar, I went through my house and removed it so that it's not here because I know if it is, I will find a reason to eat it. Why do you have things in your house that you know you can eat that will set you off your whatever the hell she's doing, her diet, which is clearly not working? You know, why would you even have that in your house? There's no one else there. You can't blame it on your exes. You can't blame it on whoever you're dating at the time because that's what you used to do. So why do you have it in the house? Why do you have hot Cheetos? Why do you have instant ramen? I don't remember what the other thing was. Why do you have these things in your house? You know you will eat them. Why do you own them?
It just truly felt like I could not get full. Physically, mentally, emotionally, like it doesn't matter. I gain weight so easy. The sodium is no joke.
I don't think she necessarily gains weight any easier than anybody else. Kind of a thing.
And normally situations like this would make me cry.
Maybe the lipedema swells, and I guess that would be considered weight-ish. I don't know.
But it's like, why am I going to cry when I did this to myself? Like, I literally did this to myself. No one did this to me. No one did this for me. This is my fault.
I mean, you're saying all the right words, but you don't do anything. So it doesn't matter. Actions speak louder than words.
So instead of crying, I'm going to use this as motivation to do better. We can't let days like this happen. Like, these used to happen way too often.
This one, like, her jump cuts are always odd because she just rambles, apparently. This one was weird because she was clearly in the middle of one of her pep talks to herself. So why did she cut it almost mid-word, kind of a situation? I have got to quit saying that.
Hey guys, so it's
Hello,
January
Seating.
19th.
Oh, look at that. Are you looking at yourself in the mirror?
So let's do a weigh-in here.
Hello, it's ready.
So I'm about to step on, but I do want to say I did better yesterday than the day prior. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
512.4
Why did the light change?
pounds.
512.4. Boo! I was expecting like to lose a little bit more than that. So
Why? You literally just said you did slightly better than you did the day before. So my guess is instead of eating an entire bag of hot Cheetos, you only ate half a bag of hot Cheetos? You're still eating hot Cheetos. So why do you expect there to be a more dramatic loss? Especially if, like you're claiming, it's basically all water weight. If you're still eating the sodiums and you're still drinking your Gatorades, you know, it's where's it going? It's all just gonna hang out.
okay, so it was 512.4, which means I gained a little bit off track yesterday. Like, all of these off tracks are definitely a reflection of my mental health. That's something I've definitely noticed.
And this is the beginning of the mentals arc of this video.
You guys, I really don't want to come on here and do this.
But you're gonna do it. No, she doesn't. Look at her. Her eyes are hooded. So she's already lying to the point where she can't look at the camera. And her eyes are like all the way down here. Like, that is her lie box. You guys, I didn't want to come on here, except I really did.
But admitting that I'm currently depressed for some reason is hard for me.
Why? You come on here and tell us everything else. Why is the depression thing an issue?
There's just so much stigma around it. And
Shut up. Just shut up. Oh my god, you guys, there's so many stigmas around people being depressed. Uh-huh. Tell me about them. I'll wait. So you have a bunch of preconceived notions of what it is to be depressed, shit that you use as an excuse to eat whole bags of hot Cheetos and boxes of ramen. So because you have these negative attachments and you use your depression as an excuse for your shit behavior, therefore everybody does, and you find it hard to talk to your audience about it because you have negative attachments. Did I nail that one?
And I don't know. I am depressed. And I don't know why.
And you know she's faking because she does that. I'm not saying she's not depressed. I do believe she has depression. I really do. I think she has a lot of untreated and undiagnosed things, and maybe BPD is one of them, but I don't believe she's been formally diagnosed with it. I think she looked it up on the internet or watched a TikTok about it and decided that that's what she has, and so now she's using that as an excuse to stalk her exes. I do believe she's got actual, probably clinical depression that probably needs to be treated, but that's just never going to happen. And again, until she gets actually diagnosed, she can't take any steps forward. But because she refuses to do anything about it, I don't give a shit.
Like,
oh, and I was talking about how you know she's faking it. This right here, she's looking in the camera to make sure she looks like she's crying because she doesn't cry. This is her fake crying. And her whole, the way she started it off, what was it? I really do. Every single time she starts off on one of her fabricated lie fests like this, she does that. She starts off with her fake crying. It's just, oh, I'm so depressed. Oh my god, you guys, I'm gonna cry. I wish I could do side by sides of every time she's done this because it's every time she does this. Every time she does this, she does it. She looks down, purses her lips together, and then nods her head. And then she looks in the camera, not the camera. She looks in the viewfinder, like I would be looking down here, to make sure that she looks sad. Am I sad enough? Do you believe me?
I have no reason to be.
And you can tell because look how fast that switch happened. Hang on. First off, this is fake. Wait, let's go in by 10 seconds. Okay, hang on. This is her thinking. This is her thinking. It is. Oh, and here she's nodding. So she's got her duper's delight going on. She's in her thinking box. Yep. Does that look like the face of someone who's sincere? That looks to me like somebody who's trying not to smile. There are no other markers on her face that show any kind of distress or any kind of emotion. Definitely not sorrow or pain. A lot of times you'll see pain markers on the face and expressions when someone's going to cry because it's emotional pain. Here she goes again. There she's duper's delighting. Now she's coming out of it. That's how fast she snaps out of her emotions, by the way. Now she's looking at us. She hasn't started her fake cry yet. We're going into the fake cry. Does she look like she's upset? Has she looked like she's upset at any of these points? She's looking at the light so that her eyes will water. She's smiling right here. Look at her. Playing with her hair, smiling. She could be thinking about a beautiful day. She could be thinking about going to the beach. She could be thinking about any kind of fun thing. Does that look like someone who's upset to you? And now she's going to turn to the viewfinder. And you can see she's already putting on her sad face. There we go. Am I sad enough? Do I look sad enough? So we've gone from to she doesn't have any other markers of pain or distress or sadness. There's no lines around her eyes. Her forehead's not wrinkled. The frown she's making isn't even, it's not even a proper frown, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Her chin's not furrowed. There's no other emotional markers on her face right now. And there's still no emotional markers on her face. And now she's making eye contact with the camera. And right there, snaps right out of it. She's so sad, you guys. So sad. She's so sad that she can literally just turn it off. Her forehead hasn't wrinkled once. This area here hasn't wrinkled once. Her chin has not wrinkled once. These are your two top tells. Her smile, it's either in a neutral or it's in a smile position. Who is she trying to convince?
Depressed. Other than mental illness. Like,
we gotta back this up because I want to punch her in her face. This is the saddest expression she has. This is right before she turns to the camera with her big frown. Her, oh my god, you guys, I'm gonna start crying frown. Completely smooth. Completely smooth. Duper's delight. Alright, anyway. Back to the video. Maybe.
I have no reason to be depressed. Other than mental illness.
Shut up. Not only are you lying, but you're... Yes, Amber, tell me about your depression.
Like, I have been, denying it.
Yeah, sure.
I've been in denial, and I've just...
Yes, you're so in denial about your depression that you're constantly telling us about your mentals. And she's the one that calls them that, which is why I keep bringing it up.
Just noticed the last few days, just that feeling of it coming. And today it just, really hit me, and I just haven't wanted to get out of bed.
You literally have no emotions right now. That is not a depression thing.
Only thing that I am finding the strength to do.
That's not a depression thing when you're trying to convince me that you're going to cry. She's perfectly fine, you guys. Does this look like the face of a person who's been crying, is getting ready to cry, is not dealing well talking to the camera? Anyway.
Do is literally get out of bed and take Twinkie outside. Days like this used to happen for me a lot. Very frequently.
I can pause at any point during this entire lecture and her face is so void of any kind of emotional tells. And you can tell by the tone of her voice that she's trying to convey emotion. It's not like she's numb. There's a difference between emotional numbness, and the tone of your voice will usually match that. And this, guys, I can't even fake it. Where she's like, oh my god, you guys, I'm gonna start crying at any minute. Like, she can't even be that expressive. And that wasn't even that good.
My emotions used to be very back and forth, up and down. It was I was either depressed or manic. There was never an in-between.
Like, you have manic depression? Are we going to start a manic depressive arc now? Is that what we're doing?
And it's lately, just over time, especially within the time of living on my own, I have found some sort of balance. So for me to feel this way and to feel as low as I do, I just feel really sad. And it's I feel like a failure right now at life. And I have missed uploading days because of this. And it's the only thing I could do is ride the wave. This has been my life for my whole life. And I just have to ride the wave.
If this is the next day, and the day prior was the 18th, the 17th? This is the 18th, right? So this is the day after the day she should have posted.
The thing is, sometimes the wave, it lasts months, weeks, and sometimes just a couple of days. I just want to be okay.
You are so fake. Shut up.
I want to feel okay, and today's just not.
Did you hear the quiver in her voice? The I'm going to cry quiver in her voice. She's got that down. Do you see any other marker on her face that tells you that she's on the verge of tears?
Just not it for me. Like, if you would have asked me 4 days ago, Amberlynn, how are you doing? I would have said, I'm great. I'm happy. I'm good. And today I'm like miserable beyond belief. And I just feel.
Are there any markers on her face that resemble anything that would make you think she's going to cry? If I turned the audio off and just played her talking, would you be able to figure out that she was on the verge of tears? Sorry, I had to have a neighborhood powwow for a quick minute, but we are back. So, yes. And I have a white cat somewhere down here. You want up? All the pets and attention. All right, where were we here? Ah, yeah, fake crying.
So sad, like within my soul. But I know it's because I'm depressed, and that's just how I am feeling right now. So if anyone else is struggling with depression, just know I know how it feels, and you're not alone, and we're gonna get through it.
You are not my role model for when I get depressed and I have to power through it. No offense. You never were, and you never will be. I have much better examples of what it looks like to be dealing with and coping with depression. I also have a cat that wants to lick my feet.
Hello. Welcome to a new vlog. It is January 20th.
No
So
ceiling.
I'm feeling a tiny
There's only so many times I can flirt with the ceiling in one video. I'm sorry.
bit better than I did in my last vlog,
Well, that's
where
good.
I talked to you guys just very surface level about, like, I feel a tad bit depressed.
Interesting that she would use the term surface level, because I think she actually meant deeper, but everything with Amber is surface level. I don't think there's a lot of depth to her, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean I don't think Amber thinks deeply about anything, and that includes her depression. That, sure. I also don't think we've had a depression cycle in since the first of the year. So we were due for depression pity points.
Yesterday was really, really bad, but thankfully I feel like I have dug myself out of my depression hole a little bit. And if you are a cardinal sign, aka Capricorn, like I am, you guys know that January 20th is a good day today.
Bring it, astrology, Lynn.
Because Pluto has finally left Capricorn. I used to not really be into like zodiac signs.
Pluto leaving Capricorn is not a zodiac. I mean, Capricorn's a zodiac sign, but that's not what you think it is. So, do you even know what it means that Pluto's leaving Capricorn? Do you?
But I don't know what it is. Like, especially within like the last like month or two, I have been more fascinated with it. So I have just been like doing.
If you were anyone else, I would say you're being called, but you have the attention span of like a well-trained squirrel. So
Research and like learning more about it, and I don't know, kind of love it. Okay, anyways, I'm rambling. Let's do the weigh-in.
Hello. It's ready.
Okay, stepping on.
513.8
oh my god, we saw the hair bun.
pounds.
513.8. I just keep gaining, which is very freaking sad. Oh my god.
I wonder how that's happening.
Okay, you guys, so this makes me really sad to even have to write down. But I mean, I'm not doing that great with my mental health, and that reflects the way that I eat. That is very prominent. Like, I am so glad I started documenting all
But she doesn't have binge eating, you guys. She's been cured of that, just like she's been cured of her anxiety. She doesn't have any of those issues anymore.
this down, because I have never actually truly witnessed that myself, that when my mental health is really bad, so is my eating. So I'm gonna try my very hardest today, especially to just
I'm almost positive that's BS, but I can't call it out exactly because I can't bring to mind a moment where she's done this before. So you win this time, Miss Lynn.
just focus on the good things in my life. I have so much to be grateful for.
Ah, Jesus Louises, you guys. We're on like the last full week of January. We're on the 4th week of this year. January is almost over. Holy crap, you guys.
And I really need to figure this out. All these little sad faces.
Well, isn't that what all of the journaling's about? Shouldn't you be able to go back through your journals and look at your journals and figure out what you were thinking and feeling or what triggered you? I mean, isn't that kind of the point of a journal, is to keep track of these things?
Hi guys, it is the next day. I didn't even do my weigh-in today. My mom ended up staying the night last night and we watched a scary movie called Thanksgiving. Scary movie. It's like a killer movie and I could guess who the killer was like almost immediately, but I still actually
I would suspect that a movie called Thanksgiving would probably not be too challenging of a movie to figure out who was the killer. Put it out there. I don't know. Maybe it's Shakespeare and I've never seen it.
enjoyed it. Anyway, so I guess my mom staying the night and then just like
I guess
this
my
weird
mom's
mental
staying
headspace
on.
I've been in and the fact that I've been flopping anyways on my weight. Like I just like didn't weigh myself. I didn't even think about it until just now being in the car. So I do apologize about that. Me and my mom are actually heading to my grandma's house and we're gonna play some cards today. It is Sunday, but
When she does her eye makeup, she blinks more. I've noticed that. And it's a slow blink. It's not a, like, you're blinking because you can't not blink. She's on purpose slow blinking, like elegant blinking. I'm surprised she's not clicking her nails around too.
by the way, Sunday, January 21st,
Never mind, I lied. We're doing that in her.
I think. I do want to continue saying the dates in my videos. Like, I don't know if I'm going to continue the daily weigh-ins. I don't know. I just am like in the weirdest headspace.
You couldn't even make it a month. To be fair, you've made it a week longer than I gave you because I was pretty sure you'd crap out around halfway through the month. So you've already made it a week longer than I thought you'd make it. But of course you crap out before you even get 30 whole days. And look, she's happy about it. She doesn't care.
Ever, and I don't really know what's happening, but honestly I think it might be seasonal depression, which is not fully something that I've ever struggled with before. I've just struggled with straight up depression, highs
You've literally talked about having seasonal depression like every freaking year. But go on.
and lows due to me being bipolar, but I've never like experienced like seasonal depression. But I just noticed like just
Wait, are you bipolar or do you have... Wait, are they the same thing? Crap. I've lost track of her diagnoses. Shoot. I need to start taking notes again.
being trapped indoors. Like I'm not indoors right now, but like there was a lot of ice and a lot of snow, like especially last week and stuff, and I think just like the cold is getting to me. I don't really know what it is. Genuinely, I don't have anything to be sad about. Like there's so many things that I'm grateful for in my life, and
She has shown more emotion talking to us in the car than she showed trying to convince us she was on the verge of tears.
happy about. And I don't know, depression there doesn't have to be a reason. It's a chemical issue in your brain, you know. And I am feeling better though, I will say that. A couple days ago was definitely the worst, but I am feeling better, so yay. You guys, I am genuinely feeling a million times better. Like I just had a hard last like 5 days, 6 days, I don't know, but I feel so much freaking better. I actually just posted a couple TikToks and one of them I duetted Tammy Slayton.
Oh my god, it's like she was in the room with me, you guys. You know they're BFFs, right? You know that her and Tammy Slayton, they are this tight. Because one time Tammy Slayton made fun of Amber. Therefore now, they are the best of us, best besties that ever bested.
And we're both dancing. I don't like how it looks right there. I still have my balloons. They're alive and well, folks.
I don't care about the balloons. It was the, I don't like the way it looks there. Why does it matter? It hasn't mattered at any point in the past. Why does it matter today?
Oh my god, I have a haul! I just remembered. I bought my first Squishmallow ever. Okay, let me grab it. You guys are currently sitting on the bed.
You know, as often as we get to stare at the ceiling, would it kill you to put a poster, some stickers, graffiti, an FU, like anything on the ceiling? Just something for us to look at besides white?
Are you guys ready to see this?
Sure. You couldn't have edited that out either. Like, clearly that's not something that you could edit out. That needed to be in the video.
Look! Isn't it the cutest thing? I promise I'm not gonna get a Squishmallow addiction. It's just, she was so cute and she was calling out to me.
Somebody told me it was like a texture sensation thing. I didn't get into Beanie Babies either, and weren't those these little like round stackable things, and also like the pop figures. I don't know. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't get it.
Because me and my mom were at Walmart yesterday and also got a few other things.
Walmart?
So let me haul that for you guys.
It is Swalmart from now on. I don't care.
Sit y'all right here. Oh my god. So I got 2 fake
Succulents?
plants. I do like fake plants. I just thought these were super adorable. I loved the like little vase. I don't know what you call those.
A vase. The pot. God, she kills my own brain. The pot? Planter. Anyway, even if I got fake plants, I think my cats would still chew on them.
And then I also got this adorable Barbie mug. I was like, yes.
Okay. I don't like Barbie. Nothing personal. I just don't like Barbie. And I don't like Disney. I don't like any of it. Like Disney, I really don't like. I will not go watch Disney. I don't like anything about Disney. I don't like Disney. So this Barbie stuff and this Disney stuff, I know that's like 90% of like everyone else on the planet, but I cannot stand them. And it really bothers me that Disney owns like Marvel and Star Wars and things I do actually like.
I love Barbie aesthetic. I don't even think I like the lighting here either. Like, I don't know. 2 of my lights have gone out in my kitchen. This guy, I think there's like 3 lights in that and only 1 is currently working. So we got to get those figured out. So these are glass. They're room and linen spray and salted coconut and mahogany.
Those do sound good.
Okay. So I got 1 for my bedroom and 1 for my living room. So I love when my apartment.
That's good. Yes. Good, Buffy. Good. Look at that bowl of food. I'm sorry. Excuse me? Can we talk about this bowl of food back here? So I'm going to guess since it's on the counter, that's for the cats, but I'll tell you right now, I got 3, and their bowl never looks like that. Even before we got the auto feeder, their bowls never looked like that. No. This is ridiculous. This is so she doesn't have to feed them. That's what this is. This is her overfilling this bowl to the point where the food is spilling onto the counter because she doesn't want to have to scoop their food out 3 times a day to make sure the cats are eating a proper amount of food. No. Anyway.
Apartment smells good. So I also got some more wax melts because I love them. They're both Yankee Candle. I got Moonlit Cave and Warm Luxe Cashmere.
What is it? What does a moonlit cave even smell like? Like, what does cashmere smell like? Like, why are things named these ways? Just say it smells like flowers or jasmine or something that has a smell.
So that is my little haulage. Okay, guys, so I wanted to wait to try this, but I need to do it now.
Need to do it now?
My friend did it, okay?
Your girlfriend who lives in Canada?
And when I saw her do it, I was like...
Do you think she's got a TikTok girly that she's obsessed with? And it's just like, one of those, just like a random TikTok influencer who has no idea who she is, never would have any idea who she was. And Amber just kind of like with the Tammy Slayton thing, like she thinks they're BFFs because maybe once the girl like thumbed up something Amber posted, Do you think that's the friend?
Okay, we need to try this for a vlog. This lighting though is not cute.
What is this?
So I'm gonna take some sour cream. Yes, I am. I'm gonna open it. And what
Is that what you're doing?
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drink it, okay?
I
Just kidding. I'm gonna come in here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna get this restaurant style dressing ranch.
Restaurant style Hidden Valley Ranch. I did not know that. Only the fanciest restaurants. Only the classiest restaurants. Probably something like Morton's Steakhouse probably does serve ranch from Hidden Valley. Probably. It's ranch dressing. It doesn't matter. So what you're going to do is you're going to create dip. Putting it out there.
Open her up. I'm gonna add her into the sour cream. I have no idea how much, so I don't remember.
This is a recipe that can probably be tracked back to at least like 1950s cookbooks where they're like, you're gonna throw a party, you need to have a dip for your vegetable tray, kind of a thing. I mean, it's probably in Betty Crocker somewhere. My point is, your friend did not invent anything, and the fact that you're about to have a foodgasm over this is just absolutely ridiculous. Great. My cocoa attacked.
Look at that. Ew. So now I'm gonna sit here and stir this for probably a hot minute. All right, so I stirred it and it looks like a dip. So
because it's dip. Congratulations, you literally just made dip.
she took some of these like sweet,
Sorry,
mini bell pepper thingies, and if you guys know me, you know that I love these.
uh-huh. You love them so much. I do like taking those and like cutting the top of them off, and I used to take cream cheese and mix it with stuff and then fill those with the cream cheese. Pretty tasty.
So much.
I think they're keto friendly as long as you use like keto friendly spices. I don't know.
So I was like, I gotta try this.
They're
She just
definitely
dipped
low
it,
carb.
and she said it was really good. So
It's freaking sour cream with ranch dressing. Of course it tastes good. It's fat and salt.
here we go.
It's been a minute since we've seen her do that. The whole like moment. That's a face. Oh no, don't. What was this? Girl, please. You just licked your lips and smacked them while eating and chewing loudly in front of the camera. This is, you're way past this.
What? Holy? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's my new favorite snack. Wow, that's great. Have you guys ever ate something so good you just had to like close your eyes for a minute?
Not on camera.
Okay, guys, so I just sat here and edited this whole vlog.
And you thought it was good. That's the sad part. Like, you just admitted to editing this and leaving in the ceiling, you smacking your lips, you fake crying. Like, you put and left all of those things in there.
Originally, it was almost 40 minutes, and somehow I got it down like half that time.
Thank God. Could I do a 40-minute video of Amber? Man. It would really depend on what we're watching and what's happening.
That's pretty amazing, but I'm sorry this
Gold
video
star.
is up way past when it should be. I was supposed to be uploading every other day, and I have flopped, but I am feeling better now.
Girl, it's okay. It's not like we expected it. Like, the fact that you've went like a week longer than anyone really expected you to go, for you's an accomplishment. So, I mean, you've already outlived everyone's expectations as far as this was concerned. So, there you have it. We weren't surprised to see you fall off the face of the planet, and we're not surprised to see you come back with this whole BS episode here. Like, I don't know what you're apologizing for. We're used to this shit.
Mental illness is just as important
Shut up.
as getting the flu. So
Mental illness is just as important as getting the flu. Are you implying that we should catch the flu?
sometimes you just need a break, and I'm feeling a lot better. Anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I... Enjoy is a strong word. Alright. Things about this video. I don't really care about the video. The TikToks that have gone up while she's been procrastinating the video, those are the things I probably should have watched and talked about instead, because they're just stupid and cringy. But that's TikTok. I mean, you don't go there expecting anything other than that. And if you do, I don't know why. I don't get on TikTok. But the definite fishing that she's doing on TikTok and she's clearly trying to build a new audience on TikTok. I wonder sometimes when she goes dark like this and um we wait a long period of time to get a new video, but she's posting to TikTok fairly regularly. I do wonder if part of her doesn't want to just fully switch over to TikTok because she thinks she's more successful over there. However, well, she's more liked over there. However, she doesn't make money on TikTok. She makes money on YouTube. So I think, honestly, this is my personal opinion. I think that's why she comes back, is because she knows she's not going to make money on TikTok. No one's going to want her to sponsor them, which means she could never get a sponsor on TikTok in order to make money. Now, I don't know if you can make money on TikTok like you can on YouTube now, where they like pay you for their commercials. But she does have steady income from YouTube, and she does understand that. So I think when she takes these long breaks and she's just blowing TikTok up, I think that's actually what she would rather be doing than this. And then we get these kind of like slapped together BS videos where she talks about her mental health and we should pity her and you guys, this is so hard and I just needed to take a break and blah de blah de blah. That's why we get these, because this is probably like one of her most watched videos this month, because she took that big long break off and now everybody wants to see where she's been, and now we know. So there's that. Okay, so if you've made it this far, go ahead and put a bell pepper or a pepper or cream cheese, I guess, dip down in the comment section. I know this isn't my best video, you guys. I'm really not feeling very good. But yeah, I'm kind of feeling off today. So don't forget, if you're watching this today on Monday, that I will be live tomorrow at 7:30. So it's 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want to come join me, that would be fabulous. Can't wait to see you all there. And can you hear my cat in the background? The door is closed and he is not happy about it. Anyway, I will hopefully see some of you at the live. Otherwise, I will see the rest of you in the next one. Thank you, everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. Thank you to my members. Thank you to everyone who's going to hit the thumbs up button. Ding, ding. And yeah, if you've made it through this video, gold star, because it could not have been easy. And you might as well subscribe. So, or don't. Anyway, I will see everybody in the next one, or I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!